Hello everyone, I'm coming at you from my garage in today's video, so thank you so much for clicking on today's video, and I apologize for the weird intro, but we're actually in the middle of a heat wave right now, and so I had planned on starting this project that I'm going to share with you guys today a few days ago, but then the heat wave hit and we've been 100 plus where I live right now in Southern California, which means outdoor projects are a little bit more difficult in that heat, but it's actually after 6 p.m. right now and the heat is just kind of starting to break. So I figured, why not go ahead and attempt to start this project? So this is actually a butcher block top that we had in our homeschool area that we're gonna be making it into a homeschool area, but we had put this together when our kids were home on virtual learning, when everything was shut down, and as you can see, they've really gone to town on it. So I need to completely sand this down. I'm going to re-stain and seal it, and then I also ordered some desk mats to go on top of this to even protect it further. So in order to go ahead and make over that whole space, I really need to get this refinished. And a lot of you guys expressed interest wanting to see that, and I can take you guys along. So we're gonna attempt to go sand this down, at least sand it down. Ideally, I would love to stain it and then seal it tomorrow, and then I can go ahead and do the rest of the area and share that with you guys. But since it is so hot, we're gonna kind of take it slow. I don't want to get overheated or anything like that. But again, here's a nice up close of what we're starting with here. Very well loved desktop here. And if you guys have never seen that area of my house, don't worry, I will go ahead and show it to you if I didn't put that clip in already. But this is definitely the largest puzzle piece to get that area going. So I haven't been able to film this, so wish me luck in this heat. Let's get all set up first, but maybe first I'll show you guys what I'm using to work on this project today. Okay, I went to Lowe's and I actually got myself a couple of the 5-gallon buckets because this is kind of, I don't know what you call those, like a sawhorse or whatever that you would usually lay the butcher block across to work on it, but I'm just gonna flip these upside down and put the butcher block on top of this. So I picked up a couple of these. They're like $4 from Lowe's. I got some rags, so when I put on the stain, I think those were just a couple dollars. And this is the stain that I actually went with here. It is called Early American. So really, really pretty color. I figure we'll go ahead and give that a shot. This is the polyurethane that I'm going to be putting on top. Let me see if I can get this to focus. There we go. So this is what I picked up to actually put on top. So it's a clear protector. It says it has an easy, smooth application. I really don't think I'll need more than just this one can, but we shall see. And then I got, this is the sandpaper that I got for my electric sander. So I'm hoping this grit is gonna be okay, and then it's not gonna take a ton of effort to get the marker and the pencil and pen, everything that is seeped into that wood. So we will give this a shot. So let's go ahead and get the butcher block set up and get to work.
You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to tell me sorry that you take back all the things you said just to hurt me. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. Why? I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in when I begin to get myself together again. You are back once more, like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart, I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to show me. Sorry you have changed now. but it's the same old story. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning.
I'm really hoping my camera doesn't overheat out here, but look how pretty. You guys see that? That is so crazy. So really quickly, you're probably wondering, well, why don't you just flip over the butcher block? There's actually knots, so like holes on the other side, because this is wood, and I want to make sure it's a nice flat non-holy surface, if you know what I'm talking about. So that's why I'm gonna just go ahead and sand this over, so I don't have to worry about like holes. If they want to write directly on this with a piece of paper and like a pencil, it's not falling through the hole and then popping a hole in their work. But look how much better this looks. Let's see if I can turn the brightness to normal. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Before, after. This wood is really beautiful. So I just want to kind of show you guys what it's looking like. And this actually went by really fast. Look how much of it I've done. And that was just, I don't know, maybe under 10 minutes. That looks so awesome. Let's keep going.
Back in when I begin to get myself together again. You are back once more, like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart. I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. Have to get over you again. You're gone now. Will you coming back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling car.
All right, all done.
It's a known
It looks so good, you guys. Can you even believe it? I mean, I had to take a few layers off, but now we got a nice clean slate, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw some stain on it, but I'm afraid my sprinklers are gonna come on. I'm gonna have to ask my husband what time my sprinklers come on.
I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination. You're far away and yet so close. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you're up in space. You're inside the noise. I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall.
I love this color stain. Highly recommend Early American by Minwax. Again, I just picked up all this stuff from Lowe's, and the heat was actually in my favor, and it really wasn't that bad, to be honest with you, but everything is drying so quickly. It is so nice. So I'm able to go ahead and also seal this butcher block tonight as well, because I went inside for a little bit, just kept kind of coming out here and checking the stain, and it was dry. So I went ahead and threw a couple coats of this seal on it. I'm only showing you guys the first coat because I don't want to bore you to death. But moving into the next day, I let that tabletop dry overnight out in the garage, and now it's ready to kind of start putting this whole space together. But of course, before we can make it pretty, we got to come in here and wipe everything down and vacuum. And I just want this area to be just a nice clean slate and a fresh start. I know I put a little sneak peek in the very beginning of this video, but I wanted to go ahead and just show you guys present day where we're at here. So this is what this space was looking like when I went to start on this area this day and this morning, and I just kind of had things spread out all over the place. And so that was definitely motivation to get in here and get this done. Now I was definitely kind of feeling unmotivated because with this heat and everything, it's hard to get up and be productive, if I'm being completely honest. But I'm also very excited because I recently redid the boys' loft area where this is connected to. So I felt like this was kind of like that second piece to the puzzle. It's also the very first thing you see when you come to the top of the stairs. So I really didn't want to be walking through a project site or construction zone. So that also gave me motivation to come in here and get this done. So it ended up maybe taking me about 2 days to complete this, and that includes going out and shopping, getting everything that I needed, and then sanding and staining and sealing and letting that dry overnight, and then coming in here and cleaning and putting it all together. So overall, it wasn't really that bad, but the reward was huge. We put in all new carpet and baseboards maybe almost 1.5 years ago now, and so that was probably the last time that everything was pulled back out of this space. So it's definitely dusty and a lot of things have fallen behind. And this wall, when the kids sit here, they put their feet up against it. So luckily I did this nice high gloss when we did this board and batten. So it was really easy to wipe down this wall and just get it all nice and bright white again and get all those dirty little footprints off the wall. Kids are so fun, you guys. I know I'm gonna miss it someday, but really. Anyways, so I got those walls all nice and clean. That vacuum, I got a lot of the dust picked up that was just resting on the top of the baseboards, and then wiped everything down. And now I can just give everything a good vacuum and then wipe down these file cabinets, because those have also been collecting a lot of dust. And then I can kind of start shuffling everything back where it belongs. And then I'll show you guys the disaster of things that have just accumulated in these drawers. I swear that I clean these things out and they just get to be a mess again. But now that this is going to be a school area and not just a play area, I think we'll be able to do much better, and we'll make sure that we're a lot more organized. I'm going to kick this up into high speed because I don't want to bore you guys out of your minds, but you guys get the gist. There was just a lot of stuff in here that when I asked my kids to clean, it kind of just gets shoved right in this drawer. There was a lot of paper and notebooks that were full. Every page was used, or anything that was cut or drawn on already, I went ahead and tossed it. Again, I just wanted a really nice, clean, fresh start in here. This is our very first year homeschooling. I can make another video and go into a lot more detail. Maybe I'll put together a Q&A. So if you guys want to put any questions down below in the comments, if I get enough, I can go ahead and make a video. But I had a lot of you just cheering me on since I announced that we will be doing homeschool. I'm really nervous, but I'm really excited, and so are the boys. So we actually won't be starting homeschool for maybe another few weeks, but we wanted to go ahead and just start getting all organized. All right, I wanted to tell you guys really quick where I'm at. So all of these are empty. There's 4 drawers total. Went through all of them. Literally all I left were these file folders. Actually, I need to take this out. I missed one, if I can grab it. There we go. Got to give that to my kids. But I left the construction paper, but everything else is empty. And then on top is like plain computer paper, construction paper, coloring books, workbooks, paint, and then some school pictures that I found. So that's what's there. Everything will get organized away. This is a big bag of things that I am throwing away out of here. Look how much stuff I found. And then I put aside some supplies. So I have like a stapler, staples, some push pins, and then I have some of these like paper holders, pencil boxes, hi Ruger, some desk organizers, stuff that needs to go downstairs. Like I found more pencils and glue, stuff like that. You guys can see. That is artwork that Colton wants to keep, so I just kept that separate. But this is what we're keeping out of these, and everything will get organized between these drawers and then the cube space that I'm going to be putting in here. So I'm just going to kind of clear this stuff out of the way now that I know what I'm keeping and what is going. And then now I can bring in the bigger pieces, and then we can get all organized and then decorate it, and then it will be done. Okay, so oh my gosh, you guys, this thing is so heavy and awkward. I cannot believe I got this upstairs by myself. But I am definitely that girl where if I don't have someone to help me, my husband worked late and then was at work early the next morning. And so I went ahead and took this project upon myself to give it this little facelift. And then he wasn't here when it needed to come back upstairs. And so I was just like, I'm getting this done. I am working on this room, and I got it upstairs. I'm so darn proud of myself because, like I said, it is very heavy and very awkward. And I do have 2 flights of stairs. So I got it done. I'm pretty proud. So if you guys have a task that maybe you're a little overwhelmed by, maybe just give it a shot. I bet you'd be really surprised how you're able to tackle that even just all by yourself with no help. But getting that tabletop up to this area was such a big piece of this puzzle, because now I feel like I'm able to really come in and put in the finer details. Make sure you guys stick around until the very end. This video seriously comes together so amazing, and I'm just in love with how it all came out. So just kind of stick with me, and we're gonna start putting in the finer details. I picked up these bins from Target. I love these ones. I almost got a bunch of these black holders or storage bins that you guys see here, and I decided to mix it up and just give this space a little bit more character and switch it up a little bit. So I ended up just doing 3 of these on the bottom, and then 3 of the more woven baskets, and then the top shelves we're gonna leave for like paper and books. I'm even going to bring up my printer for my office, which I definitely need to buy a smaller one, but hey, this one was free. I already owned it. I'm also going to bring up a cute little lamp that actually used to be downstairs in my kitchen, and I was just kind of holding on to it because I knew I was going to need it for something, and it works perfectly up here. I also wanted to add these books. Oh my gosh, you guys, my dad passed these books down to us. He knows that we're going to be homeschooling, and they're so neat. I kind of took a minute to flip through them, and they worked out perfectly because he had just given us these maybe about a month ago, and I think that he even scored them from somebody else. So it's kind of cool. I believe they're from the 1960s, and even if we don't even really like open these and use them, like how cool are these to be able to put in these shelves and kind of flip through them and just kind of, if we're curious, and just be able to use these books after even, you know, being here since the 1960s. Somebody might have just thrown them away, and here they are now in our homeschool room. This whiteboard calendar may look familiar to some of you if you've been around for a while. This used to be down in my command center, right when you walk in from our garage in that hallway space. I had it there because when my kids were in normal school, I felt like that was a more appropriate place for it. But now we're going to be doing homeschooling up here in this space. I was able to just move it from down there and move it up here. So I've been able to kind of recycle a lot of things in my home and use them in this space. So like the white storage cubes, I've moved those around my kids' playrooms. They've been in their closets. We've stored clothes. And now it's over here, and it's going to be a nice little storage solution for us as we kind of explore this new adventure with homeschool. So I'm so happy I've been able to utilize a lot of the things that we already owned, and then I was able to go out and grab things that I think that we're going to need, but I figure I can kind of slowly add. Also, look at the dust that I just cleaned up from the top of this calendar. I've had this for a good few years, so I'm not surprised it was this dusty, but oh my goodness. Every school needs an American flag in this space. We will be continuing the Pledge of Allegiance every morning, just like they would at school. So I felt like it was really important to make sure that we still had a flag in this space. I also thought hanging a clock would make it feel like a little schoolhouse as well. You guys will have to let me know what you think when I get this hung. My husband asked, why didn't you hang this in the middle? But I just thought this spot was a good spot. So you guys will have to tell me, am I crazy? Do you think that I should have this clock centered on the wall? I feel like it would maybe look out of place. But yeah, let me know. Do you guys like it where I hung it here? Or do you think I should move it to the middle of the wall?
If this is what love is, then it's worth the while. Can't get enough of this. Thought of you as stay for a while and I'll be here when you're back again. And all this time, love was right where I stand. Thought I'd had to search for the love that was right here, my best friend. Thought he'd be someone else.
These are the desk mats that I was talking about in the beginning of my video. I ordered them on Amazon. I think they were only like $11, maybe $12. And I got 2 of them, and I figured this would be great to place right on top of the desktop to kind of preserve this wood a little bit more. Now, my kids are a little bit older since we first put in this desk area, and that helps alone right there. And then obviously staining it and sealing it helps, and then putting down these little mats. So I'm hoping between doing all of that, it'll really come along really nice and protect it a little bit more. But let's go ahead and set up this space. I'm gonna let the music play and just kind of let you guys enjoy.
I've stayed for too long and I woke up at your place again. If this is what love is, then it's worth the while. Can't get enough of this. Thought of you last night. If this is what love is, then it's worth the while. Can't get enough of this. Thought of you last night.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds. Because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day, and I just wanted to say
I picked up this little trash bin from Target when I was there, and it was only $5, so I grabbed it. And now that it's in this space, I kind of feel like it might be a little small, and I'll probably have to dump this every single day. But for the price, it was great, and we'll kind of see how it works out. And I figured down the line, if I have to upgrade to a larger one, then I will. But please let me know down in the comments if you guys are maybe currently a homeschool family, or maybe you've done it in the past. I would love to hear from you guys down below in the comments, since we're going to be total newbies. I've gotten so much support from you guys so far, and I'm just so pumped and so excited. At first I was terrified. I am still a little scared, but I'm definitely more excited for this new adventure. But please let me know down below, and any advice you guys might have for us is greatly appreciated. We're going full independent. We're not a part of any type of charter school or anything like that. We're actually trying to come up with a little name so I can get everything filed and ready to go. I got us each our own folder, one for me, the teacher, and then one for each of the boys. I just want to stay very organized, keep all my records, attendance. I got my highlighters, my whiteboard erase markers, hole punches, staples, printer paper, ink. I'm really trying to just hone in on all those finer details, but please let me know down below if you guys have any advice, or let me know if you guys are a homeschool family. I would really, really love to hear from you. Moving over to these chairs, I took off the old yucky pads that were on here. They were a few years old, and they've kind of just fallen flat over the years, got all stained up, so I figured I could have put them in the wash, but we're all about comfort in this house, and let's be honest, these pads look way more comfortable than the other ones. So I'm going to throw the other ones out, not even waste my time and energy in those, and go ahead and put these new, fresh, comfy pads on here. I had the boys try them out, and they loved them. So we'll finish putting this together, and then you guys will kind of see the boys come in and get to try out this new little setup, and they absolutely love it. Look at all this stuff I'm able to clear out of this space. There is really no better feeling, you guys, of just purging and just walking into a space that just did a complete 180. Look at this now. I know it's not totally different. Like, I didn't paint walls and redo flooring and bring in new furniture and all this stuff, but I was able to use the majority of what I already had and complement it with new stuff that I think is really going to help us be successful in this space. Now, I wanted to mention again, this is just a start. I'm sure I'm missing things, and I will figure things out as I go. And that's where I would love to hear from you guys. If you guys see that I'm missing anything you can recommend or send my way, I am all ears. I am here for it. But let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of this space. Even though it's still very similar to me, this is just a total transformation, and it feels so good to have kind of this space, this band-aid ripped off, and just start to kind of crack that door of this new school year that's going to be upon us, and just feel more prepared. We're already kind of playing around with the homeschool program that we're going to be using. We're actually going to be using, it's called My Academy, I believe. I'm drawing a blank on the name, but I'm really, really excited. And you guys will have to let me know what you guys think of this before and after down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys made it here to the end, please drop me a smiley face emoji so I know you guys made it here to the end. And thank you all so much for the support. I'm sure I'm going to be going through quite a few growing pains as we begin this new school year, and I will do my best to show up for you all with brand new content. But you guys can definitely follow me over on Instagram because I'll be giving you updates over there. So give me a follow at typically_Katie on Instagram. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe before you leave. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate you more than you ever know, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, friends.